You might have encountered the situation where you have a VM, Azure VM running in your region, but that VM is not a part of availability set. Hello everyone, my name is Arun and today we are going to add the existing virtual machine in the availability set manually. It's just a single VM and this will help us to understand the exact process. However, if you have multiple machines, you can use the PowerShell script, which is available on the PowerShell community website. And that PowerShell script also does the same thing that I'm gonna do it right now, just to show you. All right, so this is our machine VM1 ASR, and if I go to availability, it's not a part of availability set. Okay, so what is the process? The only process right now that we have, it's not actually provided by Azure. It's not some kind of uh, uh, settings that we can do on the portal, but this is a workaround. And it requires a downtime because you gotta delete the VM and recreate it with the help of remaining disk. And while you're creating a new VM with the help of that disk, you gotta put the disk inside the availability set. And since you're just deleting the VM, not the disk, so your configuration would remain intact. Nothing will gonna change. Only thing is that you're gonna need a downtime. Okay. Now, just to check the configuration, I have this public IP for this VM, and it has IAS configuration website running, and it will not show anything right now because I need to open the port. I just installed, but gotta open the port. Don't worry, guys. This is a demo, and I'm gonna delete it, the entire resource group after this call, after this video. So don't worry about the security right now. It's just for the video, 10 to 15 minutes. I'm gonna delete everything once this is done. Okay. So it has been added. Let's go there, refresh it. Let's see if it works. Sometimes it takes little longer than usual when you uh, add or delete any rule in the NSG. Okay, so let's wait. No. Okay, let's see. We have added port 80. Okay, it should not be TCP. Let's add NE. Let's be HTTP. Okay. As I always say, when you are creating a video or doing some kind of demo, as many as issue you encounter, you will learn how to fix those issue when you actually encounter in the real environment. Now you can see I have checked, I cleared two things. Open the NSG and the right port, right protocol. Now you can see it says hello Pachehra talks from VM1 ASR. That's what it says, this public IP. Now I'm going to delete it because once we delete it, it will not delete the relevant resources. It will only delete the virtual machine. So I would have this disk with me, and once the machine is deleted, I would have this create VM option to choose. Right now it's grayed out because it is attached to the VM that we just deleted. So let's wait. It will take a couple of minutes and I'll be back. Now you can see the VM has been deleted successfully, and we have this disk VM1 ASR. That's what the VM, and it shows unattached right now. Okay, now we can create the VM from here, and we'll put this VM inside the availability set. Okay, now let's choose the resource group. Let's give the name. It's up to you. If you want to keep the same name of the VM, you can do that. But in this particular situation, let's change the name as well. Okay, test VM1. Okay, here are the availability options. You can choose the availability set. I have availability set created already. Choose that availability set. This is the image which we will use to create this virtual machine. Need to select the size. B2MS is the good option for the demo purpose. Let's go to disk, networking. Okay, I need to check it is going in the same uh, network. Review and create. It's validating right now. It's validated, created. Now, two things you gotta learn. The first thing, you may lose the IP address of this VM, and that might create the trouble for you for your environment. Okay, so what you gotta do, you need to capture those details, like the VM size or the VM name and the IP address, and you can, once the VM is inside the availability set, you can replace the NIC with the old one because that is there. The VM is the only one which is deleted. Just like the disk, the NIC will be there. So you can replace the NIC, or you can change the IP after releasing it from the old NIC. You can only use the IP address which is not in use. Always remember, right? Cool. So those things you need to keep in your mind when you're doing such kind of activities where you gotta delete the VM. Okay, so for now, deployment is in progress. Once it is up, we can see it would be a part of the availability set and the configuration would remain the same. Okay, the best thing is always take or capture the screenshot of the overview part of the virtual machine and the networking part of the virtual machine. In the overview part, you would have the information like the machine name, VM disk name, VM size name, and those details. And in networking would have the detail of the NIC, IP, and the NSGs. And you can, change if required or match once the new VM is created inside the availability set. So while it is underway, I'll be back. All right, so the deployment is succeeded. We have the new VM as test VM1 up and running. Now you can see the IP got changed. So I told you about all that information. And of course, the NSG got changed because our target was to put the machine in availability set. Our target was not to keep the configuration as it is. But I told you in production environment, you need to be very careful. Okay. So let's open the NSG port and we'll try, we'll try to access the website with the new IP address. It should say the same thing. Let it update, and meanwhile let me capture the IP address. Let's go here, enter. There we go. Hello Pachehra Talks from VM1 ASR. Okay, well, let me tell you one more thing. When we were creating the VM with the help of the remaining disk, we give the name which is changed on the Azure portal right here, not inside the virtual machine. If I log in inside the virtual machine, the name would still be the same, a VM1 ASR. That you can change from the inside, from the system properties. Okay. All right. Thank you. Well, thank you for watching. You have a good day. Bye bye.